Have you ever heard of peer-to-peer lending?
How does peer-to-peer lending work? Peer-to-peer lending is a fairly straightforward process. All the transactions are carried out through a specialized online platform. Firstly, a potential borrower interested in obtaining a loan completes an online application on the peer-to-peer lending platform. Second, the platform assesses the application and determines the risk and credit rating of the applicant. Then, the applicant is assigned with the appropriate interest rate. Third, when the application is approved, the applicant receives the available options from the investors based on his credit rating and assigned interest rates. Fourth, the applicant can evaluate the suggested options and choose one of them. Fifth, the applicant is responsible for paying periodic, usually monthly, interest payments and repaying the principal amount at maturity. The company that maintains the online platform charges a fee for both borrowers and investors for the provided services. Peer-to-peer lending offers both secured and unsecured loans. However, most of the loans in peer-to-peer lending are unsecured personal loans. Secured loans are rare for the industry and are usually backed by luxury goods. Due to some unique characteristics, peer-to-peer lending is considered as an alternative source of financing. Advantages and disadvantages of peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending provides some significant advantages to both borrowers and lenders. Firstly, peer-to-peer lending generally provides higher returns to the investors relative to other types of investments. Second, peer-to-peer lending give more accessible source of funding. Third, peer-to-peer lending have lower interest rates. Nevertheless, peer-to-peer lending comes with a few disadvantages. Firstly, peer-to-peer lending exposed to high credit risk. Second, peer-to-peer lending have no insurance or government protection. Third, peer-to-peer lending have no legislation. Is peer-to-peer lending safe? Peer-to-peer lending is regulated by the Securities Commission Malaysia. Check if it has been licensed under the Securities Commission Malaysia before investing. Lending with benefits. Peer-to-peer lending is steadily gaining popularity in Malaysia, and not just because it is seen as a good way to keep the economy blooming by encouraging the growth of small and medium enterprises. The reason are potential high return, easy to start, and stable source of income. There are 6 main peer-to-peer lending platform in Malaysia: Fundastic, AlexCo, B2B FinSpal, Funding Society, Capsphere, and Nusa Capital.
Peer-to-peer financing in Malaysia.
Examples of peer-to-peer platform in Malaysia: Fundastic, Alex Company and B2B FinPal. Fully owned and managed by people under SDNBHD, where its aim to leverage on technology to enhance access to both financing and investment for business. Issuer related. Can have access to easy financing through a fast and simple online application process. Investor related, provide funds to multiple investment notes in exchange for attractive returns of investment. Minimum deposit, non-minimum investment, room 50 per campaign. Other requirements: at least 21 years old, Malaysian investors only -1% of monthly repayments. Alex Company. Based in Malaysia, it welcomes investments from investors all across world, and not restricted specially to investors who are residents of Malaysia. Investor related. Other requirements: at least 18 years old, 1% of total payment is charged as investment fees. Minimum deposit, non-minimum investment, Rm 500 per campaign. B2B FinPal. Peer-to-peer financing platform operator registered under Securities Commission of Malaysia. Eligibility for investors. Minimum deposit, room 1,000 to start an account. Minimum investment, Rm 100 per campaign. Other requirements: accept individuals above 21 years old, and corporate investors, Malaysian residents only 30% of total interest is charged as